Alright, let's dive into the fascinating world of synastry, specifically the profound dance between the Ascendant and Chiron in a relationship. Have you ever felt like a relationship mirrored your deepest insecurities, shining a light on vulnerabilities you'd rather keep hidden? Or perhaps you've noticed a significant other constantly reacting to your outward persona, as if your very presence is a trigger? If so, you might be experiencing the powerful, sometimes challenging, but ultimately transformative interplay of Ascendant and Chiron. This astrological connection unveils a complex dynamic where the Ascendant, representing your outward personality and first impressions, interacts with Chiron, the wounded healer, symbolizing our deepest wounds and the potential for healing. Now, let's unpack this celestial connection, exploring how it can illuminate insecurities, create opportunities for growth, and ultimately, forge a stronger bond. Now here's where it gets interesting. The Ascendant person, the one whose outward identity is in the spotlight, often reflects the Chiron person's insecurities. Imagine the Ascendant as a perfectly crafted mask for the world, the first impression you make on everyone you meet. Meanwhile, Chiron acts as a magnifying glass, focusing on the Chiron person's deepest vulnerabilities. When these two elements meet in synastry, a unique relationship dynamic emerges, where the Ascendant's presence can trigger the Chiron person's old wounds and insecurities. Think of it like this: Sarah, with her Ascendant in Leo, exudes confidence and charisma. However, her partner, Mark, has his Chiron in the same sign, Leo. Mark carries deep insecurities about his creative abilities and fears being seen as inadequate. Sarah's bold, attention-grabbing personality, though not her intention, constantly triggers Mark's internal struggle. He might feel overshadowed or judged, leading him to withdraw emotionally. What do you think Mark should do? What would you do if you were Mark? This interplay, however, isn't all friction and frustration. It also creates incredible opportunities for healing, growth, and profound connection. The Ascendant person, through their outward presentation, can unintentionally reveal the Chiron person's sensitivities. At the same time, the Chiron person can use the relationship as a mirror, reflecting back their own insecurities for self-awareness and healing. Take, for instance, a scenario where your Ascendant partner's confident demeanor triggers your past issues with abandonment. Initially, you might experience pain, sadness, or anger. However, this very reaction can spark an introspection to acknowledge and heal those painful experiences. Consider another instance of a relationship where the Ascendant partner consistently excels in areas the Chiron person struggles with. The Chiron person might feel inadequate initially. But as they grow together, this can inspire a journey of self-acceptance and personal development. Another example? Perhaps someone with their Chiron in the 12th house, which is known for hidden vulnerabilities, and someone with their Ascendant in that same 12th house is constantly bringing their issues to the surface. This is an example where the Chiron person is constantly feeling the vulnerability and the Ascendant person is reflecting back those feelings. Now the relationship can become a transformative journey. But wait, there's a catch. This connection isn't always smooth sailing. The Chiron person may initially struggle with self-acceptance and might feel judged or insecure by the Ascendant person. They may withdraw emotionally, fearing exposure of their vulnerabilities. The Ascendant person, on the other hand, might not fully grasp the depth of the Chiron person's pain. This can create tension and conflict. However, there's a way to navigate this. It starts with the Chiron person embracing their vulnerabilities and embarking on a journey of self-acceptance, self-awareness, open communication, self-compassion, and seeking support. Imagine a situation where the Chiron person, who carries deep-seated insecurities related to their appearance, feels constantly judged by their Ascendant partner's focus on fashion and physical appearance. This could create friction. But, by communicating these feelings, the Chiron person can start to accept their imperfections. Similarly, for the Ascendant person, offering unwavering support, creating a safe space, and practicing empathy are vital. It's not about pretending the insecurities don't exist, it's about acknowledging and understanding them. A great way to do this is for the Ascendant person to be present and authentic, creating a space where the Chiron person feels safe to share their deepest fears and vulnerabilities. This dynamic often boils down to a clash between the wounded healer, represented by Chiron, and the self-image and presentation, symbolized by the Ascendant. Think of the Ascendant as the armor you wear, the way you present yourself to the world. But Chiron is the soft, vulnerable flesh beneath the armor. When these two collide in a relationship, the potential for both friction and healing is immense. When the Ascendant person embodies traits the Chiron person deeply desires but feels incapable of possessing, it can create a sense of inadequacy. And here's a question for you. Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt your partner's mere existence triggered your own insecurities? Did it make you want to run, or did you use it as an opportunity to dig deep and examine them? Also, it's really important to consider other aspects in the synastry chart. The presence of supportive aspects will lessen these challenges. The repeating patterns of conflict could arise, but the mutual support and understanding can develop. Now, let's talk about how to work with this dynamic. Firstly, understanding your chart is key. Identify the Ascendant and Chiron in your synastry chart. What signs are they in? What houses do they occupy? Consider other aspects in the chart, as they will influence the dynamic. Reflect on your own relationship experiences. Are you seeing a clash between your outward presentation and your partner's deepest vulnerabilities? For the Chiron person, practice self-awareness, learn to communicate your feelings openly, and embrace your imperfections. Self-compassion is crucial. For the Ascendant person, offer support without judgment, be present, be authentic, and create a safe space for your partner to share their vulnerabilities. This is how you can grow together. Now, as we move closer to the end of this video, let's consider the role of transits. Transit analysis, the study of current planetary positions and how they interact with your birth chart, can pinpoint active themes in a relationship. Transits to Chiron can trigger old wounds, while transits to the Ascendant can impact self-presentation. Also, think of the potential for transformation here. The relationship can become a safe space, where challenges become opportunities for growth. The core themes here are often vulnerability, identity, and growth. The relationship can become a space for a deeper connection, emotional healing, and the potential for both individuals to become better versions of themselves. This connection has the potential to become a catalyst for remarkable growth. It's an opportunity to heal past wounds, develop a strong and lasting bond, and foster self-acceptance. The most important thing is to recognize the potential for healing and growth. You're not just dealing with challenges, you're also dealing with an opportunity to cultivate compassion and build a relationship that rests on genuine understanding. This journey can be intense, demanding adjustments, awkwardness, and understanding. So, here's another question. How can you apply this information in your own life? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with Ascendant Chiron connections. What are your experiences with this, and how do you personally implement self-awareness, communication, and mutual support in your relationships? Share your stories in the comments below and let's learn from each other. If you found this video insightful, and if you want to further your exploration of astrology and relationships, then be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I post weekly content delving deep into the mystical world of astrology and helping you understand the complex dance of relationships and personal growth. I also share more resources to understand the relationships and how you can use them to help you heal and become a better version of yourself. I'm certain that understanding the profound interplay of Ascendant and Chiron, just like everything else, will help you evolve and strengthen the bonds that shape your life.